I Am Your Beast goes hard, it goes fast. If you stop you're already dead, probably. It's a game that grabs your nervous system and shakes it like a Mentos in a Coke can. It demands quick reactions and quick thinking. And that's why it's so satisfying when you get a good flow from killing one enemy to the next. Passing through the level like a perfectly choreographed tempest. And it's really easy to get into that flow with the killer music in this game. I've developed impressive neck muscles just from bobbing my head to the music. This one's real good and deserves more attention. If you like the video, then like and subscribe. Premise: you are Harding, some sort of agent for some sort of USA intel agency called the COI. Harding is a kill guy, a John Wick type, and he along with some goons work for some general. Then one day one of the goons shot a bird he liked, so he killed every goon nearby and quit his job. The general does not like that, and declares war against Harding. Now Harding must kill an unreasonable amount of people to get his freedom. Gameplay. The weapons. Harding is the weapon. Jump on head from high place kills. 3 punches to the head kills. If you kick a guy, then the guy falls down, and then you kick his head on the ground and his head explodes. Then there's all the weapons the enemies drop. A knife is the only melee weapon. It one-shot kills with a strike and throwing it one-shots. Then there's a variety of guns. Pistol, shotgun and assault rifle. Headshots from these are one-shot, but the body shots take a bit more. Except the shotgun if it's close enough. Then there's the sniper, and that's always a one-shot, and you can aim these for more accuracy, but it will make you slower, so aim fast. You can also throw the guns, that will make enemies fall down and become stompable. Lastly are the gadgets you pick up. The bear trap, you can throw it down like normal or just throw it at an enemy's head for the instant kill. There's a claymore I never really used because most of the time you hunt the enemies and go to them. You don't really camp and wait for enemies, but you can just throw it at people to make it explode. Last one is the RPG, just quickly blow enemies up wherever you want. There's also the environment, like explosive barrels and wasp nests, which is surprisingly deadly. I managed to kill like 8 guys with 1 wasp nest. These must be the Asian giant hornets, aka the murder hornets. They kill like 30 to 50 people per year. That's big for a wasp. They also seem to leave you alone, so you don't have to worry about that when you use them. And that's all the kill methods. Just remember, if there is a weapon in this game, then there is an enemy that uses it against you. Most aren't anything to worry about, except the snipers. Those guys will kill you instantly if you aren't moving around like a 6-year-old with a ringworm. And that brings us to the movement. It's mostly sprinting around and there's parkour in the game. You can climb trees or rocks. There is verticality in the level design, climbing and sliding through parts of it. So that's its own challenge. Moving through the level efficiently and killing the bad boys efficiently. Figuring out the best path so you can go fast. Restarting again and again until you get that perfect S-rank run. You want to get higher rankings to unlock new levels, like more story levels or challenge levels. Kinda like putting a skill check on the next levels. And there's bonus objectives on every level, like only get melee kills. Anyway, chasing after S-ranks highlighted one of my frustrations with the game. I think the game would have been better if there was only one speed on the character, just the running speed. You never want the slow speed because you want to go fast to get an S rank, which makes you spam press shift if the guy isn't running for some reason. And that's a big strain on the pinky. The other frustration was me. I kept pressing E when I wanted to kick, but kick is on the F key, and E is the interact or pick up weapons or heals button. It's a skill issue and my fault. Actually, it's an I'm old, clumsy and stupid issue. Despite that, I managed to perform pretty well in the game, and I'm really satisfied with that. Oh yeah, if you get hurt, then just eat some leaves or grab a med kit and you'll be fine. The time you need to get for S ranks is sometimes so short that it feels like there's only one right way to beat levels, or at least a right path. I might be wrong on that, but that's what it feels like. There's also wave missions where waves of enemies come at you, and for S ranks on those you have to get creative, and use mostly the best scoring kills. You still have to go fast in that one so you don't die. The later levels can get more frustrating than fun because they throw really overwhelming odds at you, or introduce a new hazard or enemy that's really annoying and isn't explained at all, and you just have to figure it out. Like one level would get struck by artillery after a set amount of time, but you could add to that time by doing the level objective. And it took me a while to figure that out. I thought the artillery was something you had to avoid, like the helicopter that strafes the level, but no, it's unavoidable and just destroys the whole level. I'm okay with having to figure that out, but the way you figure that out is by seeing the timer go up. And that's hard to notice because there is a lot going on in this game. I barely noticed this timer the first few runs. The devs should have made the timer pop or get big for 0.3 seconds when time gets added so people notice what's happening. But beating these later frustrating and hard levels with a high ranking is really satisfying. Enemies will shout stupid stuff like, "He's using headshots." Yes, I'm using the gun I'm holding. One guy taking all of you out is now believable because these guys are idiots. I laughed a couple times at the things they shout because it all boils down to, "He's using the violence to kill us." Okay, that covers the gameplay. Lots of options to beat the levels hard and fast with many different challenges. Story. It's voiceover with text on screen with a few moments that are acted out in gameplay, and it's good. It's one of those less is more things. The voice acting is really good and the visuals just do changes in color scheme and scenery to make the lines hit harder. The writing is pretty good, with Harding's character mostly being him feeling that he's a monster because he's done so many terrible things, but now he just wants to run with the birds or something. And the general just really wants Harding to do a job for him, and is so upset at his refusal that he sends guys to kill Harding. And their interactions generally boil down to the general saying, "I'm gonna send the best Black Ops snipers and nuke-infused infantrymen and attack helicopters to kill you. You are going to die." And Harding will just respond, "Okay, Lamau." And there was one other guy who is just part of the enemy army, but doesn't want to die. So he just sends Harding intel in exchange for Harding not killing him. And Harding develops a pretty sweet Stockholm Syndrome friendship with that guy. And I smiled at its climax. It's good. There's also the support group pack where you see the perspective of the soldiers, and it's basically just ghost stories about Harding. And gameplay-wise, they throw weird twists at you. I really enjoyed the story. Somehow just voiceover with text on screen was one of the most engaging stories I've sat through in a while. Conclusion. I Am Your Beast pushes me to my limit. When I get overwhelmed in the game, it's like my brain is stuttering. But I just go again and again, because I just need to memorize the level and enemies, and then that S rank and satisfaction is mine, baby. The only thing that could prevent that are my old person hands. I also keep going because it's really fun. The feedback of getting a kill, especially headshots, is damn good. The impact of the guns is great. The music is awesome. The only thing I consider a flaw is that there is a walking speed. It's more of an annoyance than a benefit in the game where you want to go fast the whole time. There are like 30 to 40 levels, and the later ones, the challenge levels and the cold sweat levels, are extremely challenging. The type that will piss you off. The cold sweat levels even come with a warning label that they are so hard you might not even be able to finish them at all. You can absolutely play and enjoy the game without pushing yourself for S ranks and extremely hard levels. But if you are looking for a game that will really challenge you, then this is a great one to pick up. I recommend the game. It's at a very reasonable price. I give the game a Super Mario Head Crunch out of tree bark. I forgot that was a weapon. Next time, something cool. Like and subscribe, call me Uncle Brian, and have an awesome day.